What's up YouTube, Dimix for today. I'm breaking down the Paris Games Week trailer for Spider-Man PS4. It starts off with giving us our first look at Peter Parker and Mary Jane in-game that takes place after the apprehension of Wilson Fisk, aka the Kingpin, which has been confirmed to be the first boss of the game. Then the trailer cuts to Peter visiting Aunt May at Feast, which is a homeless shelter owned by Martin Lee, aka Mr. Negative. Then we get a quick scene of Peter recruiting Miles Morales to help around the homeless shelter, which gives us a hint that Miles may have a major role in the story of Spider-Man PS4 that could lead him to become the next Spider-Man. And I don't know about you guys, but I would love to play as Miles Morales in Spider-Man PS4, whether he's part of the main story or a DLC expansion. Then we get a tease of Norman Osborn running for mayor. It makes you wonder, could Osborn end up becoming his alter ego, the Green Goblin, as the final boss of the game? Or maybe this isn't the real Norman Osborn and could be the Chameleon in disguise. Or Norman Osborn could become the Iron Patriot, which would open the door for characters outside of the Spider-Man mythos to be a major part of the story. Because we are dealing with a veteran Spider-Man here, so is it possible that the events of Norman Osborn becoming the Green Goblin already happened? Or maybe it hasn't happened in this universe, we'll just have to wait and see. Seconds later we see MJ looking at some files and she says,
"Devil's breath."
Now in the comics, Devil's Breath is a powerful poison that targets specific DNA originating from a mystical artifact called the Tablet of Death, which was mainly used by Mr. Negative. Then we see a cinematic of Peter Parker using his spider sense to detect Mr. Negative's attack during Norman Osborn's speech. So it could be possible Mr. Negative is after Norman Osborn. Maybe he knows Norman Osborn has done a lot of wrong things in the past, and Mr. Negative wants to wipe him out. Then we get our first look at Yuri Watanabe, an NYPD officer who is a supporter of Spider-Man and in the comics becomes the mass vigilante, Wraith. And we get a tease of Mary J. Watson gameplay. Oh my gosh, I always wanted to play as Mary Jane in a Spider-Man game, said no one ever. But seriously, I don't know how I feel about MJ being a playable character within the game. As long as this isn't happening frequently, I'll be okay with it. And can I just say, the cinematics for the game look phenomenal so far. It seems Insomniac knows how to bring a whole nother level of epicness to the character of Spider-Man. This is movie level quality right here. Then we get a tease of a subway fight scene between Spider-Man and Mr. Negative, which could be where the final battle takes place after the events of the helicopter crash we saw in the gameplay demo at E3. Then we see Spider-Man saving a civilian falling from an elevator shaft. Could be Harry Osborn, but I'm not 100% sure. I just hope Spider-Man learned his lesson from Gwen Stacy. Then we get a quick glimpse of Shocker, who looks more armored up than usual. Oh, and Shocker, Vulture called, he wants his mask back. So overall, I love this trailer for Spider-Man PS4. I just hope the game isn't overblown with cinematic QuickTime events, because otherwise it would be cool to look at, but it wouldn't be as fun to play. But let me guys think in the comments down below about the new Spider-Man PS4 trailer. I know this is my top 5 most anticipated game of 2018, so if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps me out, and subscribe for more content of me on Spider-Man and other games in general on DMLX. I'll see you in the future.